Hello, everyone.
Oh, hello,
Duncan.
traveler.
Oh, he just says, "Oh, hello, traveler." So, Duncan here is one of the two blacksmith options in the game. And the blacksmith choices between these two are you have Duncan here is the arcane blacksmith, and the other blacksmith up here is the that we're going to be getting to up here is Angrim, and he's sort of the physical blacksmith. You absolutely have the option to choose either one. Obviously, with this character, we're going to be picking the arcane one up, and they'll, in their crafting, provide some it's very tiny bonuses, but they're still notable and noticeable bonuses. So we talked to Duncan. We just basically are running to the right here.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, there are Grobels still. I was like, where are all the Grobels? They're usually here to annoy me with their gunshots. Grobels are sort of like goblins.
That skill's not ready.
They deal a lot of poison damage.
That skill's not
So do the spiders, but Grobels do it with bullets somehow. You basically run to the left, and you'll come to this little wooden bridge, and you'll find Angrim.
now, stranger.
And you have two conversation forks for him, and I'm just gonna click through the Duncan needs it to help the refugees side with Duncan, and he'll give you his Millennium Manor, his hammer, and we just portal back. Portal back. See you there. So now we can go back to town, and we'll complete these. We'll technically complete these two quests. We've been technically one of them we've had hanging around since we talked to, or since we did the quest for Barnabas. Technically, after Barnabas, you're supposed to come in here and talk to John Bourbon in his office.
I've heard good things from both Kasparov and Barnabas. You're a real asset to this community. One of my scouts came back with news making our next move clear. The dead are heavily concentrated in Burrwitch village to the north, past the swamps of Whitemire. There must be a reason why. Perhaps the ethereal behind these attacks is there. We can't know for sure without investigating. You've proven yourself quite resourceful thus far. Your ability to secure Riftgates for human use could be a turning point in our situation. With all the activity around Burrwitch, there's bound to be a Riftgate. If you can capture it, that will give us a solid foothold in the area. Follow the road north through Whitemire.
Yeah, I'm just gonna skip through that. So Duncan joined us. Achievement. Okay. That thing I've done a bajillion times in this game. I finally got the achievement for it because they just put achievements in the game. One of the advantages of doing the shaman is actually getting to equip heavy armor very early. Armor doesn't interfere with your casting or anything. It doesn't interfere with casting. It doesn't interfere with your abilities really. It has different properties from lighter armor. And for armor, I think it's mostly the chest piece. There's light and heavy usually. I think there's light and heavy on everything. So yeah, it's like heavy helm, enchanted helm, and caster helm. So there are caster helms, caster chest pieces too. So that's a caster chest piece. It has low armor, but it always provides energy regen. And I believe caster helms are they'll always be geared towards castery abilities. And I think they will always have energy regen. But yeah, there you can cast up. You can craft up all sorts of stuff from rare level or magic level to rare level to epic level, and you'll even get legendary things. So just like preview of an example of a legendary item would be the clairvoyant hat. And the clairvoyant set's an amazing set for most builds. I'm not gonna use it with this one. I have a set I'm shooting for already. But yeah, it like that compared to say what I'm wearing now, you can obviously see the difference between magic and legendary. So back into the outskirts. I'm actually surprised I didn't ding friendly yet. Oh, we're only like 100 off, that's why. We'll definitely get skipped up into friendly here.
That skill's not ready.
Oops, meant that to be the wind devil. What we're looking for here is actually our third devotion shrine. I'm thinking of like 3 things at once, so my aim is being terrible right now.
That skill's not ready.
Oh, okay. I was like, why did we get a giant meteor shower? And it's like, oh, we have a unique up here.
That skill's not ready.
Ooh. Oh, Molten Walkers are a fun pair of boots. Molten Walkers are an example of epic level boots that have a very unique look. I mean, both of these items are. See, I'm not using savagery. And I'll grab up a couple of these. Still, I'm looking for iron, obviously, still early on. Oh man, look at these trees. Look at all these happy little trees. They're totally new.
Can't do that.
I ran by it. Wow, that's all. Wow, look at that tree. It's fun. I know I sound weird saying look at that tree, but it's like these weren't here. These weren't here yesterday. Yesterday relative to when I last played the game.
Can't do that yet.
Wind Devils, they're not actually going to deal a whole lot of damage just yet. So there's another burial cave here, and there's a devotion shrine in here, and that's what we're hunting for. Hell? Oh, there's probably Furies in here. Crap. Furies are not fun. They're an undead type that they drain your health when they hit you, and they deal a lot of damage.
That skill's not ready.
Very early game, they're actually quite the potent enemy to deal with. So we can pick up Heart of the Wild. Now the real damage, for just as a preview for later, for Wind Devils comes from the Maelstrom ability, which lets them shoot lightning bolts. Or call lightning bolts, I guess. One more level and you can equip all sorts of fun gear. Oh yeah, and now the thing about, Mogdragon's Pact is Heart of the Wild is now going to give us some poison and bleed duration reduction while giving us percent health. So we just got 4% more health out of that. It's one of the main abilities. One of the main abilities I look for in the shaman to get as quickly as possible, because more health means you're not gonna die as much. Corpse Fiend. Very fast, hits very hard. Don't like him. Out of energy potions, because the game's being especially stingy with them for some reason. So we're gonna run away mid-fight to go grab some.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
I should also probably go pick up some ectoplasms to put in my gear. That's energy and energy regen, and that's just helpful. So that was a reanimator. They do reanimator things, as you would expect. They're basically that boss you first fight in the first burial cave. Now they're going to be a normal enemy for you to fight. But the devotion shrine is right here. Gotta offer up 2 aether crystals. So we are gonna tick that point, primordial. Luckily, this is a cave with aether crystals in it. I don't remember there being anything else in the burial cave, so we're just gonna leave. I went the wrong way. I just walked right in a circle right there. I don't actually remember where the second exit is. I think it's just in the moldering. Okay, it's in Burrwitch outskirts.
That skill's not ready.
Cold One undeads. Oh, it's right next to this. The undeads called Cold Ones freeze you, predictably enough. I don't know, I'm never on this part of the road. I have a very set way of going through the game I like to do. So, like, finding new places, I'm like, oh, I didn't know that was there. That little crypt, that's just graphics. I mean, man, this, I'm not even joking. Like, these trees weren't even here, and it was like bare, just rock as the pathing here. Man, they really did a great job on this. Carrion Raptors. We have another enemy type here. They throw like sonic things at you. Yeah, like all these trees. It does honestly amaze me how many new trees there are in here. I sound like a freaking stoner, but I don't care. Like, man, look at these trees, dude. There are obviously places you can look around in here. Oh, yeah, right. There's one I have to do. We have to find Ulgrim. I need soup. Delicious, delicious soup. Plus, he's an achievement now, so we actually have to do it. I also don't actually remember exactly where Ulgrim is. I'm standing in a storm.
That skill's not ready. Can't do that yet. Can't do that yet.
I don't like this jerk. Yeah, that might be an upgrade. I wonder if he has a unique item. He might have an infrequent. Now I think about it. Yeah, he does. The Global Sky Idol of Aether. So that's his. Definitely equipping that. And then I am actually going to equip the... Yeah, we'll go with the sacrificial knife. That sacrificial knife. Almost there. So that's what I mean when I say infrequent.
That skill's not ready.
Oh, I forgot. I don't have the frickin' cracked lodestone on it. The weapon. Hang on a sec. Flip. We'll put it back on in town. So that's what I mean when I say infrequent. The Global Sky Idol is his drop. And he can drop it at rare and... There's probably like, that's the magic version, but there's also a rare version, a green version of it. It's like, man, do the outskirts look nice now. I can't get over it. This looks absolutely gorgeous. Compare, like, before it looked good. It's just, it looks ridiculously good now.
I'll be a living person.
So this is Ulgrim. Now you have the option to tell him about the prison or to not. But we just sent him to Devil's Crossing.
That skill's not ready.
Let the padding take me in the room.
That skill's not ready.
Okay, now that we've done that, we can head back on the main path. I think I'll retake Burrwitch Outskirts Rift, and then we'll call it for this video after that.
That skill's not ready.
So here's the Burrwitch Outskirts Rift, and we gotta fight some dudes. Yeah, I think my personal favorite, for almost personal reasons, enemy, unique, is actually in this area. Is actually one of the enemies that pops up here sometimes. Aggroed so many guys. Okay, before we go back to town, though, I want to point out one thing. If we come to this building over here, on the left... and we click this lore piece here, we get cultist orders. And this will give us a quest to go confront Dyreni. Because as it turns out, Dyreni is not what he seems. Oh, we killed all of our flesh warps. We needed to. So Dyreni, you have two options when you confront him. You can either say your schemes are finished, your life is forfeit, and you can fight him. Or you can say explain yourself. I almost always go the route that is keeping him alive. He'll give you a strange key in Dyreni's directions. And what that is, the strange key... no soup for you. The strange key can open a place called the Cultist Lair. And there's a unique guy in there. And there's also... it's sort of like a minor side area you can use for farming. And there's also a one-time chest in there. I haven't even mentioned one-time chests, because I haven't actually gotten to one yet. But you can take some soup, and once per, I believe it's game session, will restore your constitution. And you can also hear Ogrim's stories. So this guy will give us delicious soup. And then we talk to John Bourbon here.
Have you found a Riftgate in Burrwitch? What's the situation out there? Good work. While you were gone, I dug through some of the files in this office, and I think we have our target. As you are acutely aware, ethereals can possess humans and bend them to their will. I always had my suspicions, but now I have little doubt. The former warden of this prison is possessed. Well before the Grim Dawn, in fact. There have been countless holes in the prison records, prisoners just disappearing, never to be seen again. The warden's personal logs paint a more complete picture. He's been transferring prisoners into a secret facility underneath his mansion in Burrwitch Village for years. What for, I don't know, but I'm sure it wasn't for rehabilitation. There are also several mentions of ethereals and riftgates. I need you to find this man. Warden Krieg owned a mansion in the northern district of Burrwitch Village. The logs indicate that his facilities can be reached via the cellar. I'm afraid I don't have more to go on, but if we want to strike back at the ethereal power structure in the region, the warden is our prime target.
So going after the warden. So we picked up Heart of the Wild. And I am inclined to go back and do Arcanist, because I definitely want to get Nullification on my bar and take a point into Myvan Sphere and Arcane Will. So we're going to do the Arcanist side of things now. So yeah, Alistair's note, minor thing. Dyreni's directions tells us where to go to use the strange key, and we can equip... well, that's 16, damn it. And we can start equipping some epic loot. Actually, we'll just show off the boots right now, because the boots put some... oh, they updated the way that looks, too. The boots have this little burny texture that follows you around, and I don't actually think it does anything. So they're just boots with a cool look. But when we hit friendly in Devil's Crossing, we can come up here and talk to Constance, and she'll want us to go gather up some fabric, which we will also do next time because that's part of Burrwitch Village. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys then.